Hey everybody, how are you? It's Bill with Franklin Loan Center, and today is Wednesday the 15th. And today I'm just wondering about what's your trigger. And no, I certainly do not mean what politically triggers you or some other crazy thing. Couldn't give a rip. But what I am wondering is we've got all these people who have said, hey, I'm waiting for rates to come down. I'm waiting for rates to come down. I'm waiting for rates to come down. I want to know at what point are you pulling the trigger, right? And I think this is super important for everybody that's in the business, all our realtor friends out there, all that stuff, because the crazy thing is this reminds me of people that pull all their money out of stocks, for example. And the question is okay, you pulled out, good. You think the market's going to crash. When are you getting back in? Like, what is it, right? So that's what I'm wondering with everybody that's sitting on the sidelines is, and really we all need to sit down and figure this out with our clients. It's doing them a disservice by not doing this, right? It's like, okay, I understand. And by the way, I mean, we hit 20 plus year highs here in the last couple of weeks. And then the nice thing is so that was 2 weeks ago roughly, and we've actually seen a bit of improvement now, and now we've come down a bit. So that's what's got this in my head, right? Is rates are coming down, but none of us know how far they're going to come down, or if they're going to continue to go down, or if they're going to go back up, right? So if we have people that we're kind of spending a bunch of time on and trying to help nurture through the process, but we don't even know what their trigger point is. We're just kind of kidding ourselves. We have a database filled with people that we may never get to help, right? And by the way, the trigger, I mean, we're all talking about rates, right? Which is obviously the big driver here. But if we have a single person in our database that actually has a rate trigger point, I'd be very surprised. It's going to be a payment trigger point, but of course the rate's going to be the driver. So I guess this video is really just about, guys, I want to see everybody kind of make sure we're calling through our database and figuring out specifically, hey, if these rates are going to continue to come down, I want to know, where is your trigger point? What is it that's going to get us to a point? Because then I have something that's actionable at that point. Okay, I understand this is the number that where you're willing to jump in / able to jump in. So and then I can set triggers in my own database and figure out and just start to help these people along, right? So I guess, and there's a whole other part of this, which I probably over talked about, and that is, I believe it's not a horrible idea to stretch into ahead of your trigger, because the amount of people that are waiting for rates to come down it's huge. There's a giant number of people that are waiting. And I mean, if they all have a similar trigger, it's going to be crazy when we hit that point, and nobody really knows at this point, right? So anyways, just a thought, right? I mean, I'm still very much a fan of getting into real estate as early as you can, because I just don't believe in timing the market. I just think you're going to lose more often than you win at that. But getting, for our people that are sitting on the sideline and they're just committed to it, let's figure out exactly what their trigger is, and then set some timelines on our database, and then keep an eye out for those triggers. That's what I got for today. I'm Bill. I'm with Franklin Loan Center, and I'll see you all next week.